So first we studied about the for loop. So here look at that the flow chart for explain the working of for loop. So first start, then there is an initialization statement is here. So then after the initialization statement there is a test expression is here. There is a condition testing is there. If the condition is true, then execute the body of the for loop. So anything we return inside the body of the for loop return when the test expression is evaluated true. There is a condition evaluated true, then they execute the body of for loop, then again go back to test expression. It continues like a loop. So that's why it is a looping structure is there. So if the test expression is false, then exit from the for loop. So after exiting the for loop, the remaining statement is executed. Statement follow the for loop is executed. Then finally stop. So this is the basic structure of the for loop. So first there is an initialization statement, means so first we assign a so here by looking an example it is easy to clear. So here look at that. This is the syntax of for loop. So here for control variable in, then sequence or items in the range, then so there is after some indentation, then we can write the statement inside the body of the for loop. So here look at that one example is here, a Python program to print the characters in the string Python using for loop. So look at that here program is there, for letter in Python print letter. So here look at that. So here Python, that's a string. So for letter in Python means first the variable letter. So that is a control variable here using letter. So letter first contain the value P. So then we just print the letter. So after it is again go back to the loop. Then the next item in the letter become Y. So then next T, next H, next O, after N. So after the N it is automatically exited. So this is the syntax of Python for loop. So the syntax means for, then we using any control variable like A, B, C, count, letter, anything we can use there. Then in, sequence or items in the range. Here next example is look at that here, a Python program to print the numbers in a given sequence using for loop. So here count is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this is a sequence. So here look at that, we are using for. Here our looping variable is, our control variable is num, and num in count. So count containing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the first value of the num become 10, then it is printed, then again loop is executed, and second value of num become 20, that is also printed. So up to 50 it is printed. So this is the working of for loop. So next look at that one program is there, write a program to print the even numbers in a sequence using for loop. So our sequence containing numbers from 1 to 10, then we are using a for loop for number in numbers. So here the first value of the num become 1, then inside that for loop we check that the condition for even number. So if the num mod 2 equal to 0, then print that that number is even number. So the first value of num is 1, then the condition is false because 1 is not an even number. 1 mod 2 not equal to 0. So this print statement is not executed. This again go back to that for loop, take the next number. So num become 2. Then check that if 2 mod 2 equal to 0, that condition is true. So this then print 2 is an even number. Then take next value 3. So 3 mod 2 equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. That's why it is not printed 3 as an even number. So next take 4. 4 mod 2 equal to 0. Then print even number. So this is the type of execution. So this is the way to how to execute for loop. So here the for loop is executed for each of the items in the range. So with every iteration of the for loop, the control variable check whether the item or value in the range have been transferred or not. So here look at that. So here first take the here in this example first take the value count is equal to 10. Then check that there is a condition is there for num in count, means it is checked that num is inside the count or not. We already studied about the in. What is use of in? In is used to check, in operator is used to check whether that value is present inside that sequence. So here next take the 20, then again also check that